Musk stands to personally and professionally benefit from his alliance with Trump, who has similarly complained about the extent of the government's regulatory oversight, and that might also serve the interest of Musk's business partners and his peers in the tech industry.
Once again, the ingenious entrepreneur Elon Musk has set his eyes on a new frontier: motorcycles. He introduces an electrifying innovation in speed and friendliness to the ecosystem and unprecedented technology in transportation with his latest brainchild, the Tesla Model M. Sure to leave conventional motorcycles lagging behind, will this radical vehicle be a harbinger of doom for Harley-Davidson's dominance? Knowing that Tesla has announced its entry into the motorcycle world, one can only imagine how it is going to change the industry with such an amazing electric transformation. But if you thought Tesla's expedition into motorcycles was just about speed and sleek design, think again. What's really behind this move? Could this new machine completely redefine what it means to ride a bike? Get ready, because the next revelation will have you rethinking everything you know about the motorcycle industry. Visionary shift. Tesla takes on the motorcycle industry. Elon Musk has been nothing but a revolutionary to many industries. First, he changed the car market with Tesla, then took to the stars with SpaceX. Now, though, he's got his eyes on motorcycles. But not just any motorcycles. He's going after the big boys, like Harley-Davidson. That's right. The man who made electric cars hip now wants to do the same thing for two-wheeled bikes. Trust me, he is not here playing it safe. He is gunning for a full-on domination, most especially aiming for Harley. I know what you're thinking. With Tesla's success in the world of cars, why aren't they dominating the motorcycle market yet? My thoughts exactly. But if you've followed the trend of Elon Musk, you know he never keeps to his lane. He's always on the lookout for the next groundbreaking innovation that will change the world of motorcycles. It's just the latest target in his quest to electrify transportation across the board. Let's be honest here. The motorcycle world is due for a shakeup. It's been dominated for decades by gas-guzzling, loud, old-school machines. Then, here comes Musk with something faster, cleaner, and more futuristic. Now, Harley-Davidson, the mere mention evokes images of open highways and rumbling engines beneath you, not to mention the essence of raw freedom that comes with riding one of those bad boys. Harley has been synonymous with biker culture for decades, a lifestyle so defined by the rumble of gas-powered engines and wind whipping through your hair. Their bikes transcend mere machines. They're legends. That is where things start to get a little hairy for Harley, though. While they've undoubtedly got a very loyal fan base with their motorcycles, the bikes themselves haven't strayed that far from tradition, using that same combustion engine they have for decades. That is not totally a bad thing. It has worked for them up until this point. Yes, they have tried to modernize, dipping into electric bikes such as the Livewire. Yet, with what Tesla's cooking up, Harley still seems to be from another era. The loud, heavy, gas-guzzling bikes that defined Harley's brand for years may soon feel antiquated as Tesla's electric revolution charges into the frame. It's almost as if Harley is still looking over its shoulder while Tesla zooms ahead into the future. Think about it. Just like the Tesla cars that blew everyone's mind with speed, sleek designs, and advanced technology, Musk has plans to do the same with motorcycles. And he isn't being coy about it either. When Tesla first launched the Roadster, people scoffed at them. Who would have thought an electric car could do what the gasoline ones did? Look where it got us. Tesla is leading the EV charge, and gas cars are growingly starting to resemble relics from another era. Same playbook, different battleground, motorcycles. He wants his electric motorcycle, the Tesla Model M, to not only be able to enter the playing field, but also become the star against other powerful petrol giants such as Harley-Davidson. And he just has the technological wherewithal to do so. The Tesla Model M, Tesla's first electric motorcycle, is going to be loaded for bear with just about everything you would think a Tesla car would have, and then some. Truthfully, this has nothing to do with looks. Mind you, it does. It is about performance, power, and just redoing the whole riding experience. Just think about that bike being quicker than anything you have ever seen, with instant torque the second you twist the throttle. That's the magic of electric propulsion. No more waiting for the engine to get up to speed. You simply put it in and go at top velocity. If you're used to the sound of a Harley motor, it may be weird to imagine a motorcycle with no noise. But that's the world Tesla is building. No noise pollution, just pure electric speed. And don't forget Elon Musk and his obsession with innovation. Tesla cars are basically computers on wheels, and the Model M is going to be no exception. It is going to have this massive curved touchscreen right up front, like what you'd find in a Tesla Model S, that's going to let you control everything from the bike's performance to your navigation system. And that's just for starters. This bike is going to boast features that make regular motorcycles seem ancient. For example, instead of traditional side mirrors, Model M will employ rear-view cameras that display what's behind you on two separate screens. No more neck twisting to avoid blind spots. These aren't ordinary rear-view cams either. These are anti-glare and auto-adjust for lighting, so you can always see what's going on around you at any time of the day or night. One of the most intriguing things about the Model M, though, is how Musk's rethinking even the tiniest things, like footrests. I know, footrests sound boring. Just hear me out. They're retractable on this motorcycle. If you have your key fob on you when you come near the bike, they extend automatically from the body of the bike, and when you aren't using them, they withdraw nicely. It's such a small feature, but it's just so Tesla, perfectly encapsulating style and brains in one smooth package. Of course, turn signals would be built into the footrests, but who other than Musk would come up with such an innovative idea? And then there is the suspension, just about anything but your regular bike suspension. The Model M sports an intelligent air suspension that changes to suit your needs. So if you're cruising down the highway, the bike lowers itself to minimize wind resistance, making for a smoother, more fuel-efficient ride. However, in this case, it's more battery-efficient. On rougher terrain, there is no problem. The suspension stiffens up to provide greater control and comfort. It is the kind of technology one would expect from a luxury car, but now it's coming to motorcycles. And that's exactly what keeps Tesla in a class. Now one can only wonder why Musk, a gent who has caused disruption in many other industries, is bothering with motorcycles. As it so happens, he has a little personal connection to bikes. He rode dirt bikes as a kid and had a road bike into his youth, until he had a near-death accident at age 17. He eventually swore off motorcycles briefly, but the experience has given him some perspective. Bet that Model M will be among the safest motor vehicles ever built. Musk is fully aware of the risks and is determined that Tesla's bike will be as secure as it is fast. Of course, all this brings us back in full circle to Harley-Davidson. For so long, the undisputed kings of the motorcycle world, their throne, have been about to be very seriously challenged by Tesla. Harley's been trying to get into the electric bike market with the live wire, and it's a pretty okay attempt, but it will never scale as Tesla can. And that's just it, scaling. Tesla has the infrastructure, from gigafactories to battery technology, for mass manufacturing electric vehicles. That's some pretty serious industrial heft that Harley can't begin to match. They're too steeped in their gas-powered origins, and while they really do seem to be looking at electric now, it just doesn't bring quite the same level of innovation with large-scale production that Tesla would. Harley-Davidson people are loyal, undeniably so. There is an entire culture built around the Harley brand, one that is very tradition-based. The feel of the engine, the sound of the exhaust, and that connection to the open road. The world, though, is changing. Younger generations are increasingly drawn to sustainability and technological advances, and that's precisely where Tesla nails it. Unless Harley learns to keep up, they could be the next company left in the dust by Tesla, just like so many who failed to adapt to the electric revolution. However, that's not all to the story. What Tesla has planned next could be the ultimate game changer. Could this be the beginning of Harley-Davidson's downfall? Buckle up, because what comes next is nothing short of revolutionary. Tesla Model M, a technological revolution in motorcycles. This won't be just another electric motorcycle. It's going to be a technological tour de force bred to blow the doors off those conventional gas-powered cycles. When Musk sets his sights on something, you understand that he will push the boundaries on what is possible, and the Model M isn't going to be any different. This motorcycle is going to alter everything we think we know about motorcycles, and if Harley-Davidson believed that its status was safe, it was in for a rude shock. So, what's the importance of the Tesla Model M? To begin with, it is not about going electric. It's about going beyond what has ever been possible on a motorcycle. You know how Tesla cars are known for their crazy, out-of-this-world designs? Well, that same spirit has been applied to the Model M. This bike looks like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. I mean, it's sleek, aerodynamic, and practically spaceship-like. Just imagine how cool it's going to be, just cruising down the highway on a cycle that gets people talking. Not only because it's fast, but also because it looks like something from the future. Sure, Harley-Davidson has classic designs, but Tesla will have something totally new, and that's going to be hard to overlook. Not only is the design of the Model M going to look great, but literally every curve and every line of this cycle is built to performance. The sleek, aerodynamic frame cuts drag down, meaning this bike cuts through the air like a knife. And then there's the instant torque. You know how it goes on any conventional cycle. You twist the throttle, and there's just that little moment of lag as the engine catches up. Not here. But with electric power, the Model M will accelerate instantly the second you twist that throttle. There's no delay, no hesitation, just pure, immediate power. If you have ever ridden a Tesla car, you know how that feels. The acceleration is out of this world, and Musk brings that very same experience onto cycles. This, however, is not all about speed. Of course, the Model M will be quicker than most cycles on the road today, but it will also be smart. Remember how I said Tesla cars are, for all intents and purposes, computers on wheels? The Model M embodies that ideal in a T. Right up front, mounted on the handlebars, is a large, curved touchscreen. This thing is huge and will give you complete control over the cycle's performance, navigation, media, you name it. It's the control room of your spaceship, and it sits right at your fingertips. Everything can be done from the face, whether you're looking up how much battery life is left, setting your route through navigation, or even controlling your music. And not just any touchscreen either. This display automatically changes with the time of day or lighting conditions around you so that you will always see what's on it. However, I think one of the most impressive features of the Model M is the cameras mounted on the rear. Forget about the notion of side mirrors. These are relics from the distant past. Tesla fitted this car with advanced rear-view cameras that will video live feeds directly to the display area on the dashboard. You will not need to turn your head anymore, thus worrying about blind spots. Not your normal cameras. These have anti-glare technology and self-adjust according to changes in lighting. Whether you're riding at night or during the day, this is crystal clear visibility. This innovation means the game has changed for cycle safety. And frankly, it's a lot cooler than average mirrors. Not only that, but Musk has also taken a personal interest in ensuring Model M is one of the safest cycles on the road. Of course, this guy knows pretty well how dangerous cycles can get. At age 17, he had a near-fatal accident on a road bicycle. That's why he is looking to install innovative safety features like the Smart Air Suspension System. This is not your ordinary suspension system. The Model M literally adjusts its height based on your speed and the conditions of the road. If you're on the highway, the bicycle automatically lowers its height to offer less wind resistance for a far smoother, more comfortable ride. Hit some bumpy spots? That is no problem. The suspension will switch to stiffer automatically to give you greater control. That kind of technology is simply cool, not necessary. It effortlessly allows it to become a long-distance ride and adds another whole level of comfort that traditional cycles can only dream about. Then there's the retractable footrests. Yeah, I know. Footrests are usually just sort of the most humdrum things in the world, not particularly anything that one really gets excited about. Leave it to Tesla, though, because where there is a function, that function is going to be kicked up a notch. The footrests of the Model M are anything but basic. Imagine this. You walk up to the bike, key fob in hand, and voila! The pegs extend from the body of the bike, ready to rock. There's no fuss, no manual manipulation, just fluid function. And when you're done cycling and get off, those extended pegs retreat back into the body of the bike, disappearing without a trace and leaving the design sleek and unbroken. That's just one of those tiny, almost invisible features that really sets Tesla apart from the competition. Most manufacturers wouldn't even give something as simple as footrests a second thought, but Tesla is obsessive over each detail, especially those that are usually not noticed or thought about. It's not just functionality, it's an aesthetic too. Those fold-up footrests add convenience and contribute to the clean, futuristic look of Model M. If that were not enough, even the turn signals are integrated into the footrests, making this cycle ultra-smooth and streamlined. As if it were so, this attention to detail exemplifies how Tesla works. They're not just building a cycle, they're creating an experience from the complete other side. From the major features like this electric motor to the minor touches, such as these retractable footrests, every part of the Model M is designed to surround you in that avant-garde, high-tech Tesla atmosphere. It's an unprecedented level of innovation and thoughtfulness that you just don't find with conventional cycle manufacturers. Tesla is envisioning this cycle, how it should feel, how it should look, and how it should redefine the complete experience of cycling. Now, let's talk about performance. Tesla is well known for pushing the limits of speed whenever it comes to speed, and the Model M will be absolutely no exception since it's electric. We're talking about the Model M having instantaneous torque, which accelerates faster than almost anything on the road today. Think performance levels that start to rival some of the fastest cycles out there, the Suzuki Hayabusa or Kawasaki Ninja. The best part? All of this was accomplished with zero fuel consumption. The Model M is going to be a force to be reckoned with, and it's going to prove that electric power does not necessarily mean losing speed or performance. But Tesla also didn't forget about comfort. The smart air suspension system on the Model M makes the ride not only smooth, but even auto-adjusts based on your needs. If you're driving along a long highway stretch, the bicycle automatically lowers its body for reduced wind resistance. When it hits bumps along the road, the suspension will adjust to keep you comfortable and in control. It is just the sort of luxury feature that has been expected from higher-class vehicles until now, yet it's finding its place in the cycles. This attention to the comfort of the rider will, in a big way, make a great difference, especially for long-distance cyclists on the road. All this brings us to Harley-Davidson. For years, it has been the symbol of the cycling world with its thunderous engines and classic designs. However, Tesla is offering something Harley simply can't: innovation. Harley-Davidson's Livewire, their first electric cycle, is a step in the right direction. It lacks anything resembling the advanced technology and performance that the Model M would offer. Harley-Davidson sticks to its gas-powered guns, and while that is great for hardcore enthusiasts, it will not be good enough for the changing world of electric transportation. It is for this that Tesla comes in, guns blazing, not to compete, but to dominate. Harley-Davidson will have to run around and catch up if they want to survive this new era. But what really makes this interesting is that Tesla actually has the infrastructure to be able to do such a thing. It has been producing electric vehicles at scale for years, and their gigafactories are churning out batteries and components faster than Harley can dream. This gives Tesla a big edge since they don't have to depend on third-party suppliers for the components. It's all in-house, from the batteries to the software driving the cycle. Throw that into the mix with Musk's relentless campaign of innovation, and you have a revolution brewing in the cycling industry. It is almost funny when you think about it. The king of the cycles, Harley-Davidson, is now the one playing catch-up. That's what happens when someone like Tesla comes along. They don't just play the game, they change it altogether. With the Model M, Tesla's going to show the world that electric cycles aren't some quirky little thing, they're the future. If Harley-Davidson doesn't change, they might be left behind, joining so many other companies that never saw the electric revolution coming. Can Harley-Davidson adapt fast enough to survive this seismic shift? Or are we witnessing the beginning of the end for the iconic brand? With Tesla's relentless push into the future, the next chapter in this battle will reveal who's riding into the sunset and who's being left in the dust. Get ready, because what comes next might just change the motorcycle world forever. The future of motorcycles, Tesla's disruption and Harley-Davidson's survival. This is what the future of motorcycles has in store, but more crucially, how Harley-Davidson and other similar companies will answer to the tidal wave that is Tesla. Suffice it to say that from what we have spoken of, tech, design, and performance, things are about to get really interesting. At this juncture, it becomes pretty clear that Tesla is not just sticking its toes into the pool in the motorcycle market. They're plunging in head first, bringing an entirely new generation of motorcycles with them. Now, one may ask oneself, okay, Tesla has the tech, it has the speed, but can they honestly take over an arena that has been dominated for decades by Harley-Davidson? And that would be a fair question. Harley is not just a company, it is a cultural phenomenon. It's about freedom, rebellion, and that raw, powerful feeling of the open road. People don't ride Harleys, they live the Harley lifestyle. But the thing is, times are changing. The world is moving towards sustainability, green energy, and smarter technology. As much as Harley represents the old guard of motorcycles, they're starting to feel like a relic in a world that's gearing up for electric power. Tesla has a huge advantage in this shift because they've already been through this once. Remember how, not very long ago, people said that electric cars could never replace gas-powered ones and that they could never be as fast, as cool, or as desirable as traditional cars? Well, look where we are now. Tesla did not just outpace all of those skeptics. It reimagined what a car should be, and now electric vehicles are going to be the cars of the future. The same shift in thought is happening with motorcycles. Demand for electric bikes is skyrocketing, while firms like Harley-Davidson, which attempted to keep up with efforts like the live-wire electric bike, simply are not moving fast enough. Tesla is fully attacking this market, armed with state-of-the-art technology and the scaling advantage that will soon push traditional brands like Harley-Davidson into a corner. To such firms, there will only be two bad options: either quickly reinvent themselves to meet this new standard or gradually become history in the takeover of the electric revolution. The pace at which Tesla innovates, simply out of this world, leaves legacy brands racing toward a future that has already arrived. The motorcycle industry is projected at a multi-billion-dollar scale, and most would agree it is ripe for disruption. One of the main reasons Tesla is in such a strong position is its ability to scale. When entering the car market, people questioned whether they would be able to reach large-scale production of electric vehicles at competitive prices. Now, Tesla's gigafactories are producing cars and batteries like nobody's business. They have the infrastructure, expertise, and technology to mainstream electric motorcycles in a way that no other company can. And that's the key. It's not just about building an electric bike. It's building an electric bike that is affordable, scalable, and desirable all at once. This is where Harley-Davidson runs into trouble. Sure, Harley has its die-hard fans, and they have managed to build an entire lifestyle off the back of their brand, but loyalty only goes so far. They don't have the same marital relationship with the classic Harley gas-powered image. They are more into sustainability, leading-edge technology, and the concept that you can have it all without giving up on performance. Tesla is in a perfect place to capture the wave of riders who want to see both worlds, speed and power with a greener bent, rolled into one futuristic package. The Model M won't just appeal to the tech geeks or eco-conscious riders, but also will draw in anyone who loves motorcycles and wants something different, something smarter. Picture riding a bike that can update itself over the air like a smartphone, add features, and improve performance without ever stepping foot in a garage. This is something no traditional motorcycle manufacturer can offer. Tesla has already mastered that with its cars and is now bringing that to motorcycles. This Model M will just keep on getting better and better long after you buy it, and that's something no Harley can compete with at this time. Then there's the environmental angle. More and more people these days have been sensitive to the impact fossil fuels have on the planet. Bikes, like cars, pollute and emit, and though Harley's live wire is in the right direction, it's just that, a step. Tesla, on its part, was centered on reduced emissions and touting clean energy since day one. The Model M is going to be more than just an electric alternative. It's going to lead the charge intended and make electric motorcycles the norm in a world where climate change is becoming an increasingly pressing issue. Being able to offer a clean, green, and powerful alternative is a huge selling point in the box of Tesla. Now let me tell you what all of that means for Harley-Davidson. The real deal is that Harley's in a bit of a tight spot. For so very long, they've sat atop that dog pile, But the motorcycle market is changing, and electric bikes are on the rise. Harley can take one of two paths: adapt or begin the process of becoming irrelevant. They could double down on their electric bike efforts, improve the live wire, and start investing more heavily in electric technology. But that's going to take time, and time is something they might not have. Tesla moves fast once the Model M hits the market. It's going to grab attention and make a splash. Harley needs to be ready for that. But the question is, will they do so before it's too late? Harley-Davidson's problem is not strictly technological but cultural. They have based the brand on the roar of the engine, the smell of gasoline, and that sensation of riding this beast of a machine. There's just something visceral to the roar of an electric motorcycle, so quiet, sleek, and futuristic, nearly the polar opposite of what Harley stands for. And if Harley ultimately does go full bore on electric bikes, they will need to square the circle on what that traditional image looks like in this clean, quiet electric world. It is not impossible, but it is quite a delicate balancing act. Truth be told, if Harley-Davidson is going to make it in the post-Tesla world, they are really going to have to change. They can't just rest on their laurels and hope that their loyal fans get them through. The market is shifting and Tesla is leading the charge. Harley can either get into the race or get left behind. It's as simple as that. That is not all. Tesla has one super-secret weapon: Elon Musk himself. Musk isn't just a CEO, he's a brand. People follow him because he is one of those rare CEOs who have pulled off the impossible, pushed the boundaries, and proved the doubters wrong. Of course, when Tesla announced the Model M, many people thought, no way, they surely can't take on Harley-Davidson. It was, however, the very same thing they said about electric cars, and look how that is turning out. The track record of Musk as a disruptor speaks for itself, and his vision for the future of transportation makes Tesla such a powerhouse in any sector. What does the future of motorcycles look like with Tesla in it? It is faster, smarter, and greener. Model M is not just a motorcycle. It's the future of transportation on two wheels. It will redefine exactly what we expect from motorcycles, as it did what Tesla did to our expectations about cars. Harley-Davidson might have been the king of the past, but Tesla is the ruler of the future, and that future is electric. It all comes down to the fact that the motorcycle world is about to undergo the same kind of change the car world did when Tesla entered the fray. Electric bikes aren't some niche products anymore. They're about to go mainstream, and Tesla's leading the charge. The Model M will give riders speed, power, safety, and sustainability, all enveloped into one sleek, futuristic package. It's going to make the traditional motorcycle type feel outdated, and Harley-Davidson will have to adapt if they want to survive. The battle between Tesla and Harley has just begun, but if history is any indicator, Tesla has the upper hand. However, I'm pretty confident that we haven't seen the last of Harley. The future of the road is electric, and leading out in front will be Tesla's Model M. Let us know your thoughts by leaving a comment below. Thank you for watching.